Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And right now we can see that Bitcoin is currently breaking up towards the upside, and we tagged that entry beautifully, entering right around, it was actually an entry right around 27,900, right around these lows right here, and we actually rode it all the way up. We are currently up at 29,780. We're up 33%, so congratulations to all the gold members inside the Discord. You guys are getting amazing trades, and we actually took profits on one of our trades right here. We closed one of our positions off up over 10% of the portfolio. Again, that's a huge win for us, so congrats to all you guys inside the Discord getting those awesome entries. And if you don't want to join the Discord, that's fine. You can follow me on copy trading, on futures copy trading, on BitGet. All you have to do is use my link in the description, then go to copy trading and look up Mickey, M-I-K-I, and then you'll find me. You can follow me, but obviously there's only a few spots left. I think there's like 30 spots left. If you don't have 500 USDT following me, and you have less than that, and there's a gold member that does want to follow me, then I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to remove you, and then priority will be given to the gold members. All right, so feel free to follow me, guys. I'm doing amazing so far, doing great. Let's keep it going. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and what is going on right now. We are breaking towards the upside. We finally broke out of the symmetrical triangle right here, and it's finally moving very nicely. We are starting to run into some resistance though. I told you guys there is going to be a lot of resistance here. We just tagged $30,000 on the nose. We are getting a bit of a pullback right now, which is not surprising because the 4-hour RSI is starting to look a little bit overbought at the moment. And let's take a look at market cipher on the daily time frame, looking just amazing right now, flipping back into the green money flow. 18 and a -5 on the dual band strength index. I think that we have a significant amount left to go. I think we can probably get to at least 32 to 33,000. But again, if you were to ask me, would I enter a trade right now? I probably would not be buying at the highs. I entered my trade at 27,900. I'm in the money now. It's up to you guys to do whatever you want to do. You want to short, go ahead. Weekly time frame. Let's take a look at it. -2 and a 10 on the dual band strength index. It's actually looking still good. Very, very bullish. You actually have a huge reduction in that red money flow on the weekly time frame. And again, that's been something I've been touting a lot, is this red money flow, right? And once we cross back into it, I think that we are set up for a very nice run in Bitcoin. But let's get there first, because I remember when we were about to cross into the red money flow, I was telling people that's going to be this point where Bitcoin is going to get its big leg down, and that's exactly what happened. We had a 64% drop since then, and it took a while because we were getting very, very close to the point where we were almost crossing into that red money flow, and we didn't do it exactly. We end up doing that, and we got a very big pump towards the upside before and eventually crossing. So is that what's going to happen right now? Are we going to get where are we going to go up to 33, 35k and then get a huge dump towards the downside before continuing back up? We're going to have to see how everything plays out, but just want to let you guys know we're not out of the waters yet. We still have red money flow on the weekly time frame, and it's something to pay attention to. Okay, the monthly is still looking very nice, -5 and an 18 on the dual band strength index. Nice green money flow. Nothing to really follow up with you guys there. And let's take a look at the wave edge on Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Sorry, this is the natural gas, and we'll get to that in just a moment here. But let me just send these trade signals out actually, because I forgot to send them earlier. But let's just keep going here. Let's take a look at the daily on Bitcoin. Well, my phone's ringing off the charts now because I sent all those signals. Nothing on the daily. We were getting a significant amount of selling, which is probably why we still had that green money flow on market cipher. And then again, you're gonna see a lot of these whales start to take profit along the way here. Even though there's still more upside, they are going to systematically start taking profits. MACD starting to cross back here, so it's nice to see. 4-hour looking good as well. Lots of green. But eventually we are going to pause, consolidate, and potentially get a pullback. So nothing goes up in a straight line, but we are getting a very significant breakout at the moment. Okay, I think that's about that, there's nothing too much to follow up with. No real signals here in terms of wave edge. So again, if you're in the trade with me, congrats. If you're not, then you kind of missed out, but it's okay. There's always going to be another trade, and it's not too late to go follow me on Big Cat Trading with the link in the description, or you can sign up and join the members inside the Discord. If you don't want to do copy trading, that's fine. You can still get access to my trade signals via my Discord link. All right, let's take a look at Nat Gas here, because Nat Gas is probably the big mover of the day. As you guys can probably tell, we actually had a huge rally in Nat Gas, pumping up over 7%. I think at one point we were up 9% on the day, which was absolutely insane, because we're it's a very big move for Nat Gas. But it is a volatile commodity, so I won't be surprised if we do get a slight pullback tomorrow, at the open, and then start to reverse that and start to keep pumping throughout the week, because I really want to show you guys this analysis that I've been doing research on. And let's just load up UNG, which is the United States Natural Gas Fund. It'll just load it up for you all. So on UNG, United States Natural Gas Fund, you can see we are basically following what Nat Gas is doing. We had a bottom, we rallied, and then we had a big drop once again, and we made a bit of a new low. UNG did the same thing. We bottomed, we rallied, and then we started making a new low. Now the difference is in the fundamentals of UNG, right? So if we take a look at the net short volume for UNG using the OpenBB terminal, you guys can see that the shorts have been covering significantly, and we are actually in the green now. So positive numbers is bullish. These negative numbers are bearish. So the fact that it kept going down and down and down and down and down, it was really bearish for the price of UNG. Okay, I can't get back to the chart. I actually have to close this before, but I'll keep talking about it. But overall, you guys can see that the shorts have covered already, right, on UNG. And if we take a look at Boyle, right, we'll just load up the Boyle chart, which is 2 times leverage natural gas to the upside. So let's load Boyle here, and then I'll show you guys the chart quickly on UNG. So if we load up Boyle, you guys can see it's been doing some similar price action as well. It's been going down towards the downside in a significant amount as well. It's down over 61%. But overall, you can see that they have been shorting Boyle as well. And we'll take a look at that short data, or net short volume. And right now you can see that the shorts have covered immensely on Boyle. However, I think there's about like 50 million left or something like that, or there's still some negative numbers. It's a bit glitchy, but overall, you're almost at that zero line. You're almost out of the water. I think there was something in the range of like $1.6 billion in shorts. They basically covered almost everything in the last couple weeks, and I think the downside is done for Nat Gas, but don't quote me on that. Anything can happen in these markets, but we are getting also some very bullish signs on the weekly time frame. Sorry, not on market cipher, but on wave edge. But we'll take a look at market cipher as well. On the daily time frame, you can see that the red money flow is starting to recover as well. It's starting to curl back up towards the upside, but you're still deep in there. You have bullish dual band strength index numbers on Nat Gas, so that's looking good as well. And let's take a look at Nat Gas on the NYMEX right here on wave edge. It works on all charts, but I like the NYMEX because it has not made a new low. And you can see on the weekly time frame, we have another significant amount of buying going on the NYMEX. Not only on the NYMEX, right? We'll take a look at the other ones as well. We'll take a look at the currency.com. You got a significant amount of buying there going on as well. Wenda, basically all the Nat Gas charts, and again, historically speaking, this has usually signaled bottoms. You have you've almost crossed on the weekly time frame on Nat Gas as well. So let's just see what happens in the coming weeks and months. But overall, it's looking very promising. That's all I can say. Anyways, let's move on. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 today. We had a very big down day at the beginning, basically recovered all of its losses, and we have a lot of big data coming out in the coming this week. I think on Wednesday we have the CPI, we have the Canadian Bank releasing its monetary policy, which is expected not to raise the rates, right? They paused last meeting, they're expected not to raise again, but the Canadian economy, it's still a little bit too hot. So we'll see what they do. But overall, it seems like the rates have been paused for the time being. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq here. And again, oh sorry, I wasn't done on the S&P. Basically on the S&P, I still got a level looking at 4,200 basically to 4,300. I still think we could get up to these levels here. I don't think we're going to start to collapse right away. I think we need to make a new high, not a new high, but I think we need to take out these highs first, get a lot of people into the markets, that euphoria, that's what you really want to see. And then, you can have the bad news come out. Is it a war? What is it going to be? Who knows? But overall, that's when the markets are going to start to roll back down. And I think we're going to head back to that 3,400, 3,200 target that I have on the S&P 500. Let's take a look at the dollar today. The dollar actually got a very nice bounce, and the fact that the dollar is up and Bitcoin's up, sometimes there's no correlation at all. But what I can tell you is that the dollar's up and gold is down, and gold is starting to come down a little bit more today. Now it's below $2,000, which is quite unfortunate because I am very bullish on gold. But that's okay. Gold can still live to fight another day. If gold starts to get a nice healthy pullback here back to 1900 to 1870, I'd be very intrigued into getting into a nice long position on gold, and I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Let's take a look at silver. Silver is also as well getting a slight pullback as well. I guess it's consolidating and pausing here, but ultimately you are into this resistance box for silver. And you did make a new high. Well, I mean, not a new all-time high, but you did take out these highs here. But ultimately, you're still into a heavy amount of resistance. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw silver come back down to $22.25. Commodities are very volatile, so don't be surprised. And finally, I want to cover this chart that I had for Bitcoin, which was my BTCTA1 chart that I share with the gold members, the premium members inside the Discord. And it was essentially this channel here that I had drawn out for Bitcoin, and we did end up getting rejected twice from here, and we started to collapse towards the downside. We did not come down to like negative prices or anything like that, but Bitcoin actually did get rejected on like the smaller time frames. If you take a look here, we did pause right at that trend line. We stopped moving for a little bit, but now we are starting to break back up towards the upside, and we are nicely in the money on our long position. I'm going to be looking to exit this once we get to about I'll show you guys where my exit price is going to be. I'll just scroll back up here on the charts, and it's going to be where this CME gap is potentially. So I got a level of resistance coming in at 31,750 to 32,500 is going to be an area of resistance for me. But ultimately, we do have a gap fill here. So I'll get on the daily time frame so it better illustrates it. So we got a gap fill here right around 35,880. But you could play it to the wick if you want. Play it safe, 35,220. And you guys can enter there a potential short position on Bitcoin. But nothing is guaranteed in these markets. What you want to do is take profits before. So if it gets to around 30, 31,000, 32,000, I might be potentially, starting to take some profits on that long position I have. And if I get into another long position on Bitcoin, I'll keep you guys up to date inside the Discord for the premium members only. And if you guys want to, follow my trades for free as well, you guys can copy me, do copy trading on the BitGet. Okay. All right. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for listening. I give you guys all my levels, my entries here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully Bitcoin gets to 35,000. Peace.